It is week 5 of PSR on Lakeshore Public Television. Tonight, we get you ready for another big week of high school sports. Look back at some girls basketball sectionals and a couple of big showdowns tomorrow night in girls basketball.
Yeah, there really are. This is a great time of the season for the girls. You know, the sectional play, one and done, and you've got this is a period where you can get some upsets.
And we will have a big-time look at one of our returning state championship wrestlers. All that coming up next on the Prep Sports Report. All righty, we are ready to go. Prep Sports Report on Lakeshore Public Television. We start off with some boys basketball. Andrean in East Chicago, controversial week. And Andrean with Coach Hicko no longer there. Coach Bozak taking over. And first game was last Friday against EC.
Not a good way to start against the EC. EC's playing very, very well right now.
Let's go to the highlights. Andrean and East Chicago. The 59ers, Wayne, have been playing better as well before.
Yes, they have. Yes, they definitely have. Nice pass inside there. That's Sherrod.
Amari Sherrod for 2.
But EC is just really special. Boy, look at that number 10, Stubbs. Nice play, drive down the middle.
Here's Sherrod off the dribble again to the goal. Beautiful move. Nice first step.
Boy, beat that zone a little bit there.
Charlie Cleveland inside. Not the normal players you see on the highlight reel right now for EC.
I know.
Charlie's getting some airtime.
He's a football player, playing really well out there. Well, I don't know
Flowers.
about that little step.
Was that the Euro step you got away with there?
I think so. Nice head fake there.
Nice baseline jump there. Curtis Jones. He of the genetics with the jumper. Another
Tatum
for 3.
That's right.
Baseline jumper there, Evan Galindo. How about some EC? And here's Damian Jefferson Lane. How about the shout out to the Cardinals of the past with the Etwan Moore going off for 24 last night.
Yeah.
Career high for the Bulls. And Kawan Short going to be lacing him up Sunday in the Super Bowl.
Oh, definitely.
Jermaine Cousinard for 2.
Oh, yeah.
Great week for EC Sports.
Look at this. Oh,
nice scoop. 2 guys doing great.
Yeah.
Former state champs, Coach Turgovich. You know, I know there's a lot of folks that might be rooting for Denver, but I think Carolina's.
I think Carolina has a real shot at it. Hey, anytime you have a local kid there, you know.
Definitely. All right, how about some more basketball? Saturday night, Boone and Crown Point, a big barometer game for the Wolves. Just one loss, their opener to Valpo. Let's see how they match up against another DAC school. Grant Galen, the IU commit, without a doubt, spurred by that Hoosier victory Tuesday night. And he was feeling it Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. This is a good test for Boone. You know, they've had a good season, and this is only their second loss. And, you know, Boone played very, very well, but Crown Point played better.
Stefanovic, we saw the drive. He'll show you the whole arsenal, the 3 ball. We saw David Ooms with a 3 for Boone. Sorrell on the break with a nice pass to Evan Stewart.
He's had a very good
Evan Stewart, I think he got the 2 points and the first down on that play.
First down.
Andrew Keenely off the baseline for 2 more for him. Blake Bonin has found the range recently.
Boy, he really has. You can't leave him open. Didn't they see the highlights last week?
Yeah, I think they missed the Scotty report.
Nice pass, nice cut. You're right.
David Ooms. Maybe the Hoosiers were spurred on by Grant Galen's performance on Saturday night. I don't know what happened, but they went on a 41-9 run on the road in the Big Ten game, Wayne. And it wasn't Rutgers.
There's
Galen
Grant again.
For 3 more. and it was Crown Point winning a low-scoring ball game, though.
Yeah, it really was.
Holding some good defense there. Holding Boone Grove to 31.
31, that is excellent. That is excellent.
Really good job. All right, some more basketball. Chesterton and LC. Wayne, it was a tough weekend for the red check mark. I don't know what happened.
Yes, it was.
The check
that was
mark.
Yagelski. This is Lewis giving a pass out here to Weber, I believe it was.
The check mark lost 2 games by 1 point each. What's up? Was it a conspiracy? Sean Griffin did a goal. Was that like the Iowa caucuses on the Republican side? Was there a conspiracy? Did somebody call and tell both of my teams to lose by 1? Ray Yagelski again from downtown.
Frank Dijak right here. Nice move,
really nice move.
Spin inside there. But I'll tell you, this is Yagelski. I'll tell you, the kid that really took over this game is right here, Skylar Downtown Smith. He only had 7 threes in this game.
Wide open there off the baseline.
And not only 7 threes in this game, but on Saturday night against Clay, he had another 6.
There's Rice from downtown.
The young man can shoot the ball.
Nice dump out to Jacob Weber. I don't know, Wayne. Maybe CNN reported that Chesterton wasn't, playing, Friday night, and that they should allow Lake Central to win by 1.
Yeah.
Another 3-pointer there by Joe Graziano.
Yep.
But 55-54, the slimmest of margins, gets the check mark over at LC.
Yep, and you play at home, you leave Skylar Smith open, it's over.
Yeah, that's not a good scouting report. Big night, Friday night at Maryville with the retirement of Mike Neal's jersey. Let's go to the highlights of that one.
This was a big contest, Joe.
Yeah, Mike a class act. He even did thank the Bears fans for coming out.
Yeah, I know, he did.
Cameron Wilbon with a nice hang.
Wilbon had a nice game, and Valpo, the week before last week, we talked about how good they were, discipline-wise, and they really showed it tonight, or Friday night. They played very well in the second half. Maryville had a nice little lead. They came back, but Maryville showed that they could, win this ball game and keep composure.
That was a nice looking jumper by Stephen Helm. We saw Jay Bazaki scored. We saw Evan Walls hit a 3. Here's Evan Walls. I actually saw that Evan Walls sent a tweet to Mike Neal, and Mike Neal responded that he'd see him at the game.
Oh, yeah? Well, he did, because he was sitting right behind me. We're right under this basket, and Neal was sitting right behind me.
Stephen Helm from downtown. Here's Janae Jackson, another big-time shooter.
Stevens looked very good.
Jarrett Stevens?
Good. Yes, he did. And it was a great tribute. I want to, give kudos to Janice Quiliza and her staff and stuff. They put on an excellent show, and Neal was very, very articulate. He really said some nice things. You know what? His whole family was there. Mm-hmm. And of all his brothers and stuff, and his father, okay, the one guy I didn't think was Mike Neal was Mike Neal. He was, rather thin. He was taller. He's a linebacker now for the Packers.
Yeah.
But when he turned around, you could see he was an athlete.
He's big time. He's big time. You must not have had a good look. All right, how about some girls basketball sectional week? Let's go to the highlights. Some girls hoops, KV and Maryville. Jasmine Wright. This was kind of a tough game for the Lady Pirates on the road at Valpo against a KV team looking to knock off a big school.
And KV has had a very good season this year.
Panorama, Kira Thompson. Here's Jasmine Wright. We saw her once. Here's the steal. She's going to come out of there with it.
Boy, she played well.
This was a very close game for a long time.
It was. KV is 19-4.
Yes.
You know, and they don't play the schedule, you know, like Maryville does, but they kept it close. But Wright really played well.
Reagan Walther there for 2 points for KV. Jasmine Wright from downtown. Marina Toppin scoring there. You know, might have been considered a little bit of an upset, but our buddy Mark Bruner's Portage Lady Indians with a great defensive effort the other night against Chesterton.
Yes, it is.
Alexis Shirles. Here's Reagan Walther for 2 more. Maryville busted it open late in the final minutes of the 4th quarter, and the Lady Pirates advanced.
Another nice
drive to the goal there. Maryville kind of ran it up on Portage a little bit earlier this year, too.
Yeah, they did.
See if, what happens here, if that happens, if that matchup happens here.
Well, I think Maryville has played much better after they lost to Crown Point. I think they got their, you know, mojo back and have played
well, the
much
girls
better.
and the boys.
Yeah.
Because the boys really, you know, stepped it up after that as well, after the loss to Crown Point. Maryville with the win, they advance. How about the Crown Point Lady Bulldogs taking on Valpo in girls sectional action? She's had a all-state, all-star year.
Certainly she has. Hannah Albrecht has really played very well. Her and Sydney Taylor are just outstanding for Crown Point.
Nice dish inside to Oling there. I mean, Hannah Albrecht has really stepped up her game this year.
She really has. She plays with a lot of confidence.
She's got that Nicole Knesny look now off the dribble, whether she can take her defender either way or jump back as we saw and shoot the 3.
Look at that nice kick pass. She took it down left-handed all the way. She's a right-hander.
Saw Mia Scheit score. Here's Katie Pulowski and Megan Morgan from downtown. You give her some folks that can score around her, and we'll see who comes out of there. Maryville, Crown Point. You can see why Crown Point beat Maryville, Wayne. Mia Scheit there again.
Shooting the ball like that, you're right.
Yeah, if you have a point guard who can distribute and some shooters.
And not turn it over. That's what Albrecht did. She did not turn it over the first time they played.
And 71 points is a lot of points to be scored.
Girls.
You can see where they're scoring them from the perimeter there.
Yes, it is.
So Crown Point, very impressive in their win over Valpo. And they have Hobart coming up.
Right.
So we'll see how that turns out. And then Maryville and Portage as well tomorrow night. We are going to go now to our feature tonight, Wayne. One of our state championship wrestlers, Drew Hughes from Lowell. He's headed to Michigan State on a scholarship, hopefully after he gets another state title under his belt. One of the top wrestlers in Northwest Indiana. We've got quite a few returning state champs, and we are going to have some more, we hope, coming up here with a lot of chances for some other guys to repeat, like Sean Streck and Jacob Kovac.
Right.
So let's get a close look at Drew Hughes, Lowell High School wrestler.
Drew Hughes is an animal. He's tough on top. He's a gamer. He's got a lot of heart. You know, he came in as a freshman. He was ready. We had a tournament at Al Smith, and Drew was the number 8 seed. Beat the number 1 seed in the quarters. Had the number 1 ranked kid in the state who was a senior in the finals and pinned the kid. And right then and there, we knew that, you know, he was everything they said he was.
I started when I was 4, and it was my older brother came home from school. He was 2 years older than me with a flyer for a wrestling club in Crown Point. And since my dad wrestled in high school, he thought it'd be a good idea. And then since then, we've just kind of been wrestling ever since. I decided to go to Michigan State. They're getting a new coach next year that's the assistant right now, and he's the one that recruited me, and they're doing a lot of good things in the program and really turning things around. So it felt like it was a good spot to be in to really bring back their program because they've been kind of down lately. So
I think that it was a good decision. I think that they are, like he said, making some moves over there with their coaching staff. I don't think you can go wrong with the Big Ten. He was one of the guys that they were really heavily recruiting, and I think that they're looking for him to be a leader, and the steps that he's taken this year is going to help him with being the leader at Michigan State here in 2 or 3 years. It's not very often that you get a kid to come through a school that is that good and to have that much success. And for me, it's been, I'm very happy to be a part of it. What he's done for this program, for people seeing him, in the practice room every day with him, just being around somebody like that is affected our whole program in a positive way. I think our program's heading in the right direction, and I think Drew has had a very big impact on me.
To find out more about prep basketball and other winter sports, find us on Facebook.
Watch full episodes and share your fan experience with Prep Sports Report.
Alrighty, big night of girls semi-final basketball tomorrow, Wayne, and let's take a look back of our players of the week. Some of these were, of course, Tuesday night, Wednesday night games of girls basketball as well. Let's get to our players of the week. We talked about her.
Oh yeah, Hannah Albrecht from Crown Point, 19 points, 6 assists. Kennedy Kukin from Andrean, she could have been an unknown,
Yeah,
but 15 points versus Wheeler. And the twins, Emma and Sophia Nelson from Marquette Catholic, they combined for 26 and 21 rebounds.
How about on the boys' side?
Hey, Kaselke is just doing it for Morgan Township. 33 points, and those aren't all perimeter shots. He's playing inside there. And then you got Nick Manis. What a weekend he had. 29 against Munster, and then he came back
22.
Against Maryville for 22. And Cameron Wilbon, he had a nice game against Lowell with 25. But then you've got the Sky. Skylar Smith, 23 against Chesterton, 7 3-pointers, and 20 against South Bend Clay with 6 3-pointers.
How about some unknown players of the week? Darlisha Reed, huh?
Yep, she really is. She is a freshman, I believe, and she has played exceptionally well for Clark.
Lexi Ferngren and Jewel Elam.
Right, both of them played very well. Valparaiso lost, but Fergren really had a nice game for her, and Elm played well for Hebron. But for the boys, Frank, the middleman for Lake Central, Dijak really played well, 21 points, breakout game for him. Jarrell Triplett Okay, another unknown from Morton played really well. And then you've got Michigan City. You know, nobody's heard of Robert Howard Jr.
Sure haven't.
But they have now.
Absolutely not. All right, there's our players of the week. It is now time for Wayne's World.
For Wayne's World.
Wow. How many times did we have to rehearse that today?
It's all impromptu.
You were solid, though, with it. Solid.
Yes, thank you. Girls sectional, we start off with at Lowell 4A. We have, I like.
What a sectional tomorrow night.
Oh,
Wayne.
gosh.
Should
really
get out there, fans, and support.
That's
We got
right.
4 outstanding girls teams tomorrow night at Lowell. Get out there and support them.
I like Morton, and I like East Chicago, and I
think
like
that's wrong.
Lakes. Yeah, I think so.
Should be you like LC over East Chicago.
Right. LC is over East Chicago, and then LC is over West Side. West Side is playing Morton.
Yep.
And
At
for
Valpo, you
Yep.
like Crown Point over
I
Hope.
do. I like Crown Point over Hobart. I like Maryville, and I like Maryville to come back in the championship game.
I'm going red check mark there. I'm liking Crown Point.
You liking Crown Point? All right.
I'm not, I don't think you can bet against Hannah.
Okay.
Hannah's got enough weapons around her.
I'll
All
tell
right?
Amy Govert that.
Yeah.
I like.
It was no fluke when they beat him the first time.
Okay. So you got South Bend. I like LaPorte over Mishawaka. I like Michigan City, and I like LaPorte to win this sectional.
All right, I like that pick.
At Calumet, I really like the way Clark is playing, Reed inside there. I like Lighthouse. And I think in the championship, I like Lighthouse over Clark.
At Wheeler, you like Hanover. Hanover's had a great year.
Yes, they have. And I like Andrean over Rensselaer. But in the championship, I'm still sticking with the Lady Wildcats, the Hanover Central.
I love this pick in 2A. I mean, River Forest has had a great year
Oh,
on the
they
girls'
have.
side.
Yes.
It's going to be a tough one that they're going to win the sectional, but
And
the heck.
I'm going with them. You going to go check mark?
No,
You gonna go
I'm rooting
Michigan?
for the
Oh,
small.
Okay. All right.
I'm rooting for that River Forest small school to get out there and win a sectional.
All right.
On Saturday.
And I like at Hebron. I like Hebron. Davis is very, very good. And I like Davis to win that one.
Oregon Davis, one of the best girls teams in the state,
Yes,
period.
they really are. Period. You're right.
1A, 2A, 3A, 4A.
And in the last one, Class 1A at Couts there, I really like Morgan in this one over, and then Marquette over Couts in a close one.
Yeah.
But I
That'll
like
be good. That'll be good. That'll be a
Marquette.
potential good championship game
Right.
too there with Morgan and Marquette, Wayne.
Yep.
All right, boys games tonight and Saturday.
Yeah, I like Central and Maryville, and I like Maryville. I like Valpo over LaPorte, and I like Chesterton over Michigan City, even though...
Somebody explained to me Michigan City.
Yes.
I haven't
Are you
really
taking it
figured.
as a red check mark?
No, I really
Okay.
haven't figured them out. They're a little Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde-ish.
I like Crown Point. I like Whiting, and that's a good one. You know, Whiting.
Taking Morton though.
You're
I'll
going to take
tell you right
Morton.
now.
All
I'll
right,
take
all right.
Morton there.
All right, and then Wheeler over Boone over Wheeler.
Okay.
And then you've got I like Griffith over Munster, even though Coach Hackett doesn't like to lose to Griffith. But I like Lowell
Yep.
over Andrean,
Like
and
Morgan?
I like Morgan.
Like Morgan over South
I
Central.
do.
You like? I like Washington Township over Hebron as well. Saturday afternoon.
Yes. You know what? We didn't do side by side this week, but you know, East Chicago and Crown Point. I
Saturday
think they're
night.
at
Saturday
Saturday afternoon at 2
Saturday
p.m.
afternoon. You're right. You're right.
At East Chicago. At East Chicago.
21C is taking on West Side tonight.
Yes, and I really like. Oh, that's right. That's right. And I like 21C. What did German get 42 against the Liberty Christian?
Yeah,
this
they
last-
lost
Yeah,
by
they
one
lost.
to the number 1 team in the state.
Tuesday nights I like Griffith over Hammond, Crown Point, And then I like EC over LC.
You know, Crown Point playing Andrean, that's one of those games that I think they didn't used to play,
yes,
right?
Right.
Some
right.
bad bloodish there.
Right. Yes.
I'm glad to see that on the card. Yeah, I'm glad to see that on the card there.
I am too.
And EC over LC like
Right.
them on Tuesday night. All right, get out, see some high school basketball this weekend. 4 outstanding teams at Lowell on the girls' side tomorrow night. Hopefully they have a great crowd. And really, Wayne, that can go, you know, East Chicago's outstanding, Lake Central's outstanding, West Side's outstanding, Morton very good.
Yes.
We'll see. All right, we'll see you next Thursday night with a recap of all that coming up on the Prep Sports Report. Good night.
Captioning for Prep Sports Report provided by Voice to Print Captioning, LLC.